Welcome to my channel, friends. Hey, I want you to grab yourself a cup of coffee and take about 10 minutes or so and check out this video coming up. I hope you like it. Hard to believe, but the wind's blowing in Idaho. Yeah, another day. Looks like a clear day. Oh, cold and windy again. So, anyway, we're going to get on here. I think the paint should dry. I've dried good enough to move it in there. Turn the lights on. There you go. Yeah, that looks like that's going to work. Nice little texture feel to it. Kind of matches the old feel on it. I think that's going to look good. I think that'll work okay. Yeah. Still see a little grind marks here and there. I don't care. We got the rust out, and that's the main thing. Now then, I got to move all of that into the garage there so we can put the lights in it and bolt that thing onto it. That still makes me upset. Anyway, we're going to get this put together and maybe hung on the old Jeep today. Stay tuned. Well, as you can see, we are in the shop. Got that ready to mount on there. We got the lights installed. They're wired. This wire here don't go nowhere yet, so it's just hanging out until I can figure out where I want to run it. This one is the one that runs this bar here. These two here spliced together and all wire tied, and that'll hang down there, and it'll mount on. It'll hook right up on wherever it is. Here, right there. Sorry, it's right there. You were looking at it, and I wasn't. And that side there will hook up to this side over here. That'll run these two lights and those two lights. So that's ready to go. Everything's mounted in. I think it's going to be okay. I noticed a couple touch-up places for paint, but that ain't no big deal. That's why I rattle canned it. I can touch it up. Was I pointing to this at the ground? Busy looking at it myself. Yeah, I'm waiting for Vicky to come out here right now because I'm going to lift that thing up. Like I said, it's a little heavy. We're going to lift that up, and then she can pull these out from under it, and then I'll drop her right on there. It'll be ready to bolt on. You only got these 8 bolts, and it'll go right on. Then the license plate goes down right here like I showed you earlier. We got a couple holes there. They'll mount there. Got some other things to mount too. No problem. That'll be done. Then I get to clean up the shop, which is, I don't like a dirty shop. I like my tools where I can find them. And this is going to be cleaned up as soon as we get done. Now, I also drew this out I got some ideas what I want to do for trim on that. Got some ideas. So you'll have to hang in here and watch that. Then we put the license plate back on like I said. And she's a little wider than I thought. She's going to come out right here even with that, which is okay. I was thinking it was going to come in the middle. That don't bother me at all. And not for the price. I'll take what I got. All right, let's, next shot you'll probably see it on because I can't hold the camera and bolt it. Whew, I'm tired. That song gun's heavy. Well, we got it on here. I want to show you some things. First off, when I was putting it on, I think I bent the bracket there, so I got to straighten that. I got to do a lot of straightening. But I want to show you something here that my uncle, which was the mechanic that taught me about everything, told me never ever do. Wear a belt buckle. That's what did that, belt buckle. That one right there. So, got to touch that up. That's not bad. Got to do a little touch up here where I skinned it when I was putting it on, but I can do that. Does that fit or what? Look at them lines. Oh my gosh. I've only got 2 bolts in it right now. Vicky did come out and help me do this. All she did is held the light and said up and down, and that's all I needed. But we're going to get all that cleaned up, that touched up, get the lights hooked up. I'm going to bolt this on right now. Then we'll start on all the other things that's hanging down there. So, that's that. I'll add this on. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. There you go. Got a little touch up here and there to do. Still got to get a winch. That bar is not hooked up right now. Just got a red wire running over there to test it out. Everything works. That's brighter than sin, I'll tell you. So that's going to work good for us. Hey, there'll be a little more, I think, to this video. But I'm happy. It's working. I got my spots touched up that I scratched with my belt buckle. That is a stupid mistake. But everybody makes mistakes. Anyway, let's see if we got something to put on the end of here for you. Yep, it's another day. I got my coffee. What we're doing today is we're wiring. I just set the coffee there for now. We're wiring the lights up. Them are already wired to the regular switch. These are going to be wired separately, and then when I get a pair for up here, they will be wired separately also. Plus, while I was in the dash, because I run all the wires through a relay right here. You know how to use a relay. If you don't, there's plenty of people tell you how to use a relay. So now I got extra wires here, so I can run 2 more relays here. I'm going to run a separate relay for the fog lights, and then the one down there is already hooked up. So that's the relay for the driving light down there. So I ran a total of 3 wires, different colors, and they run down through the firewall right here. This is the hot wire. It runs over here and hooks into the battery with a fuse, which I pulled the fuse out because I'm still working on things. But that's all hooked in, soldered. The wires, I solder them together when I can, and that's all soldered. Now then, how to get to here. Don't forget about, I told you about these in the other video, maybe this video, I don't know, but them are pretty damn handy. I use those to pull off this side plate. Right there's the side plate. You can see it just got these tabs on it. Now when I put it back in, I'm going to put white grease on these. It just makes them easier to pull in and out, and they don't break. And there's the tool I use to pull it out. It just pops right off. Now then, these wires here, these are my power wires from my switch. Okay, you got to have a switched wire. So that's what them are. They'll go to the back of each switch. And I'm going to put my switches right here. At least 2, if not 3, depending on how hard it is to do it. And then the yellow one will run the one set of lights. The purple will run another set. And then you got the blue will run another set. It's just going to go on to toggles, off and on toggles right there, waiting for parts. When they get here, I'll put them in there and show you how they look. I'm not a professional anything, guys. So I'm just showing you how I did it. You do it any way you want. Plenty of other information on there, how to set up a relay, why to use a relay. I even have one on there about relays when I put one into my RV. So right now I'm just waiting for parts. Then we'll put the switches in, button it all up. It'll be ready to rock and roll. I'm not buying any more parts for this. Unless somebody just happens to pop up with a really killer deal. I'm not going to buy any because we're saving for Sturgis now. So stay tuned. I'm going to hook a little bit on here when I get the switch on here. I like the way she looks. All right, guys, we're getting close now. We're getting ready to button this back up. I want to show you this white grease I was talking about. It's just called that, white grease. Lithium, I think it's called. I can't hardly read it. But that's what I put on my little plastic things right there. Then I take the panel, stick it right back where it was, and it'll go in there easy, and it'll come out easy. As soon as I get her lined up, hard to do with one hand, I'll get that lined up and show you. There we go, just had to push that in a little bit. All right, now then, she's snapped back in. Yeah, I got a little grease, oh my gosh. Well, wipe it off. And that, we'll fix that. I get me a rag and wipe that off a little better. Clean her up. But there's the switches I just put in. and we're going to test them out right now. Okay, now it's off. Now these two are not hooked up to nothing yet, so nothing's going to happen. But this one, flip it up, flip it on. Now it's on. There you go. Got two little LEDs burned out right there. Don't care. I'm not going to buy a whole new bar for that. But they're on. That's how it does. Now then, all I got to do is shut them off. Like that. And there they're off. Like I said, all the wires are ran. Right here we got extra ones to the extra two switches. And that will come up here and that will run the fog lights later on. So once we got the fog lights hooked up, well, I ain't found any to buy yet. I got to save some money. But we got our fuse in here in line. So all we got to do is put the hood down and take it out and see what she looks like in the dark, I guess. Stay tuned for that one. Okay, doing a test on these here lights here. This is normal lights right here. That's just my lights on low beam. There's high beam. Okay. Now then, here is the driving lights. And here is the big bar light. A little brighter. Let's see what they look like when we pull into the light right here. Huh, we got a cat. All right, there they are, done. Okay, call that a good test. I'll show you the difference on the door there. That's with all the lights on. Okay, that's just my regular driving lights. That right there is with all the extra lights. That's with no bar light. And like again, that's the way it looks normal. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Maybe even drop me a comment. I do read all the comments you put on here.
Well, you can forget the Roth IRA. My new retirement plan is to move to Mexico, give up citizenship, come back illegally, and then be set for life.